Hello, and welcome back. It's been a little while since we've done an episode. Been a bit of a crazy year. But here we are, episode 32, turn 60 of this Hinnom multiplayer series. So, where are we starting? Guess first, a little disclaimer, maybe since it's been so long. This game was played like around 2 years ago now, so battle replays will be a bit wonky going forward potentially. Yeah, so that'll be fun to deal with. But besides that, hoping to wrap this up. We have like 15 turns left in the game, so not a whole lot to do, but just gotta do them. Okay, so a little bit more of a recap is last few turns, I think a gang war started on us. Everyone we bordered declared war on us or ended naps, and we're starting to deal with that. So we're at war with Baratos and Atlantis initially. I think Sarumadia and Archocephaly declared war on us and ended naps. And we don't border anyone else, so it's just those four. Right? Right, yeah. Okay. So we have the war, we have a global we put up, and it went up successfully, Gift of Nature's Bounty. This is a global that gives us bonus gold income based on the number of candles in our provinces. And I think how it works is each candle is 10% of income, or 20%, one of those two, as a bonus. I think it's 10%. I think the text says 20%, but it feels like 10% in game. So we have that go up, so that's giving us huge money boost. We also have some mine hunts, which we were doing last turn. And we were doing a big battle against Atlantis, trying to take that fort we've been working on a good while. We'll get to that fight in a sec. Report from Rivia. Flame bolts hit our army, sieging him. Tinians were hit, but no one was killed. Cool. So I guess we can check the mine hunts. We have Anthetaline, who was killed. I think this is an Atlantis capital thug. Another one, we failed to kill someone. Failed to kill him again. And the fourth one was hitting where we killed a thug. And there was no one else in the province to kill, so no target was found. This tells us there's no scouts in the province too, which is mildly useful information. Yeah. Okay, and we're empowering, I think, a Blood 4 guy. Not a Blood 4, a Death 4 guy in Blood, so he can get access to vampires. Let's jump to the big battle. Okay. So on Atlantis' side, let's turn on this stuff. He has a big line of his capital sacreds. He's got the King of Mountains in here, thugged up. He's got a Fairy Queen doing spells with nature boost and reinvig. There's a bunch of his capital mages, or capital thugs in here, equipped with thug gear. Another 6 or 3 over here. They're all doing frost brands. He doesn't have fire brands, so they're gonna struggle to kill my thugs in head-to-head fights, but this is a big battle, so it's not gonna be head-to-head fights most of the time, probably. And he also has a lot of his mages of the deep, which are mostly water 2s with random paths of fire, earth, and astral, I believe. or bonus water. On my side, I have a chunk of Horites, some Dawnguard, Corpse Constructs, Vine Ogres, Claymen. A lot of this army is designed to get ready to go underwater against Atlantis to potentially take his throne. Oh, and that's the last bit of info, is we're one throne from winning, I believe. So yeah. We also have 5 Melqarts equipped with Thug gear. For the most part, our guys are gonna kill out his thugs with Firebrands are going to be much more effective against thugs with high protection compared to water brands due to the armor piercing ability. See, these don't have any armor piercing, the frost brands. Firebrands do have armor piercing, which means it ignores half armor. We're trying to fluff them with Gift of Flight, but I don't think it targets Melqarts that effectively this time. This guy has low HP because of that. Okay. What else? We have big ball of mages. I think we're just doing a lot of troop buffs, so troop buffs plus Firestorm on this guy. There's going to be like armies of gold, mass regeneration, and we might have. I think we have earth buffing too, so armies of strength and legions of steel. Yeah, we're doing a lot of pillar of fire spam for our evocation, so let's watch. Oh, he's doing fire resistance on his side. Okay, so I'm not sure how well audio is going to work with how loud this battle is, so because I'll see in editing. But so we see a lot of my troops getting targeted with this Gift of Flight and flying into the enemy line, and not our Melqarts who were standing closer to our air mages. And in theory, these mages should be targeting squares with the highest HP points. So a Melqart with 71 hit points should be more than 3 Claymen of 15, which is what? 15, 30, 45 HP in a square. So I'm not sure what's going on with targeting for the Gift of Flight. There's something I'm not understanding or something weird happening. It's my understanding that mages focus their buffs on squares with the most HP in them. And that's not happening. Besides that, so I think our Pillars of Fire is doing good damage this fight. A lot of his mages don't have bonus protection. They're missing out on fire resistant buffs as well. I think the troops got a lot of it, so yeah, 20 fire resistance, 20 protection. These guys are pretty hard to damage with Pillars of Fire. You can see one of my Melqarts manages to find one of the enemy thugs, and this guy's got good gear to kill a thug. This guy's getting pretty punched down. pretty quickly. So we see like Shocking Grasp from the, what you call it, the shield. Scutada? Oh, I can't say it. Scutada? Falternus? Latin's too hard. But this is doing like auto cast Shocking Grasp, which just wrecks troops without good shock resistance. He's only got 5, so it's not enough. So between that and the Firebrand doing 40 damage, that's armor piercing against his 30 protection. So it's what? It's acting like he has 15 protection and is doing 40 damage. So gonna just chunk right through his defenses. You can see a ball of his thugs up here too. And we see one of my Melqarts with good anti-thug gear on him in here. You can see just how tanky these Dawn Guard are with all these buffs. So I think these ones have, what do you call it? Legions of Steel buffed on them in addition to Armies of Gold. So they have really high protection. So at 28 protection against this thug's 30 damage. He's almost immune to the damage. And with mass regen, these aren't going to get killed by his thugs. At least not quickly. Yeah, that's a really loud sound effect. Hope it didn't murder your ears. I think that was Phoenix Pyre going off. Someone died with Phoenix Pyre, I mean. Okay, so we beat the Atlantis army. It starts running, but just speed it up. Lots of little evocations chasing down these troops. Okay, so we win in that replay, but in the original battle, we lose it. I think one of the things I remember from this fight is no frost resistance or cold resistance was an issue that contributed to me losing the fight. So I think one of Atlantis' spells didn't go off in this replay that altered how it played out. So he pushes us off the fort in the game, in the original battle. And the difference is we lose most of our troops, but most of our mages live, though we do lose 2 Melqarts. For him, his Warriors of the Deep were a lot tankier, I think, in that battle. They were more sturdy. They didn't die as much to my evocation and thug spam. And they sort of just held the line better. He did lose a lot of mages, and I think that's just Pillar of Fire focusing down his stuff in the back line, getting kills. We did kill the Fairy Queen. That's a really good pick off. 2 kings as well, so kind of trading 2 Melqarts for 2 kings, which isn't terrible, but it isn't great when we're in a 1v4 war. Yeah, so just kind of checking the other battles of the turn. We have a priest probably doing an elemental summon and raiding. No commander for Arco here, so it's an auto win. We raid here. I think this was like miscommands or I gave these guys bad orders, or like told them to walk into the wrong spot rather. So there's a vampire here. I think these guys are just casting stuff off script. And they die. There's no way they survive Skelly spam. Yeah, they're definitely gonna die. Where else? We do try a raid here. This is kind of worth watching, just to see like how to do efficient raiding. We lose this, but this is another vampire with a bottle of living water doing Horde of Skelly spam. What I'm trying for here is some troop fluffing. So just like 5 troops doing body ethereal iron warriors for prot buffing. So these guys have 27 protection. Pretty hard for Skellies to kill them. But our fluffing's focusing the mages again in this fight over the troops, so not quite sure why the targeting's being silly. It's just my understanding that it should be focusing troops before mages since they're higher HP density than the mages are. I think because we don't have enough killing power on the field, the vampire just spams pretty much or too much undead for us to kill through, so just die to attrition over time. This water elemental also does a lot of damage in handling half the Dawn Guard. Okay. Yeah, we're just getting poked down to death by these Skellies. This guy should eventually die. This kind of shows just how powerful like good fluffing can do on a person. Like this guy is body ethereal, lucky, and iron warriors up, so it's taking a lot for skeletons to kill him. He's just tanking just so many skeletons right now and not dying. And eventually he dies. There's also like a lot of luck effects preventing him from dying. So yeah, in this fight we lose a mage, we lose 2 warriors, so pretty similar to what we saw there. What else? That was not that one, that was this one. We have a thug on our capital. We target him with a counter thug, and I think we just run in with better anti-thug equipment to kill him. And he's kind of got like an anti-troop kit right now. So Frostbrand for anti-troops, Rime Hauberk, which is a Breath of Winter aura and armor. I think we just like run in and chop him up. Our weapons are much more efficient for killing high protection targets. Yeah, we almost one-shot him once we do hit. Okay. Then we poke here with an elemental. For events, we get a bunch of gems. A few more gems, so what's this? 5, 10, 15. Like 21. Plus 3, so 24 gems for 1 turn of events. Pretty solid. Luck scales showing their value. So yeah, that's the messages. What we're looking to do this turn is, well, you can see we have 9,500 income. Last turn I checked, we were at about 5,000 income. So this is giving us a huge amount of gold to play with. We're able to just spam mages and troops everywhere. Right now, with the early stages of this gang war, I'm doing Horites and spamming them out since they're resource and recruitment cheap, but gold expensive, and we have a lot of gold right now. Oh, we can also show the graph, so there's our income. Okay, so this income graph just shows how much gold we're getting from this global. It's pretty much doubling our gold income. Where are we at? So yeah, we're just like recruiting troops everywhere we can. Pretty much, at least on the borders first, and if we still need it on the interior. We're refocusing, maybe not refocusing, we're like rebuilding a army stack here from that last fight. We have all these mages walking there. Got our Melqarts going there. We're doing some forging, some preaching, researching. I think we built a lab here a few turns ago, as just so we could just use this as like a base as we're getting ready to walk on this fort. And we're bringing in some water mages. Yeah, this guy, so he can do frost fen. Otherwise, it's a pretty similar script. We are bringing in more air mages. I think I want to do some more either lightning bolt or thunder strike spam to win these fights. Okay, so what else? So we have another army here. We're just kind of sitting here next to this Arco stack for some reason. What I should be doing is like poking this province to see what he has defending it with like a scout and having it retreat. But past me wasn't as smart as current me, I guess. Yeah, so we're kind of looking at like this throne as our potential last throne, or this one is our potential last throne to take to win this game. There's not really any other close thrones. There's none in Baratos' land. There's not any on this front of the Sarumadia border. And on our left side, we have nothing in Arco in this area. In the former Miklin land. / the Tis land. We have two thrones here that we could think about, but they're so deep into enemy territory that it's not really, doesn't make a lot of sense to try to focus on those ones. Oh, we did do a flames from the sky on this army stack, and it doesn't look like it moved anywhere. So yeah, we killed 49 units here. Probably a good number of mages included in that. Probably not any Oreapadas, but I'm sure plenty of long dead and the Inari mages. Anything else we're doing? We have this Wasteland Province is like our technological hub for crafting and summoning stuff and rituals. We're doing mind hunts, so where are we focusing? We have 38. We're mind hunting. I must have wanted someone really dead if I'm having all 4 people. Okay, so we have 4 mind hunters hitting this, so I guess we're just trying to disrupt his blood hunting by killing some of his blood hunters. We're not doing intensive raiding on Sarumadia. Kind of pulling back with this raiding. In general, right now in this game and in this turn, I'm playing rather safely. I'm trying to not commit a lot of resources to raiding since I don't know what to expect to come at me. I'm especially afraid of Sarumadia, who I think is probably the second most threatening player in the game. With like this whole region completely forted up and spamming out soothsayer mages, I want to say. Researchers, that's the better word. I'm afraid of how strong his tech might be. I'm afraid of how big his blood economy is. And he's got a good chunk of land now that he just ate a bunch of Miklin's stuff, including capital. And he also has a bunch of globals. So what, 1, 2, 3 blood globals and gift of health, so he's pretty scary. So economically, I might have more gold, but he for sure has more gem income than me. He's got the blood economy, which my blood economy is not consistently making blood slaves. So yeah, I'm a bit afraid of Saramati, what he's gonna do. He hasn't shown much serious threat on this front, but there's obviously this stack that's coming at me. So until I get a sense of what sort of script Saramati wants to do for his big fights against me, I'm playing defensively. Yeah. I am still doing, I think, a lot of site searching. Maybe remote site searching. Or maybe not. Doesn't look like I'm doing site searching, actually. At least not remote site searching. Anything else? I guess we're re-merging an army here to make another attempt at this fort. Doing some pokey raids, just one on this front. Doing some raiding in Arco on this front. Arco I'm not so afraid of. I think Atlantis is like all in this coastline here. And I can see like his big army right here, so I don't expect him to have a second big army trying to push through like this little tiny choke to attack me. And if he did have one, I would have expected it to attack by now, or to try to eat some of this land in Nicklin's area while that war was going. So yeah. I guess on this front, you have this army we're kind of building up together. I'm not sure what I'm really waiting for. I guess I'm just trying to get more troops before committing to a fight. So yeah, that's where we're at. We have like 2 army stacks forming. One for Arco, one for Atlantis, and we're starting to make one here for Saramati to deal with this army. So if we look here, we have... This is a pretty solid troop count for what we see here. But we do want to wait for more. And I'm keeping the fire bank so I can keep doing flames from the sky, which this guy is casting at 68, which is here. And I think I might have been unaware at the time that this won't hit troops inside a fort if they're not patrolling. So if he's not patrolling, this might be pretty ineffective. Probably should have just nuked this army again. Try to kill some more mages, disrupt his communion. Oh, we also had a horror here pop up and kill our troop commander. We have everyone breaking siege, actually. Just spamming spells. Some swarms for a chaff. Yeah, I think a lot of our guys are... Yeah, someone... Probably Baratos cast Horror Seed in this Throne Province, and a bunch of my guys are horror marked because of it. It's not a big issue, it's just kind of an annoyance. Now we have a couple of our mummified Melqarts doing a blood hunting now. I think that's kind of it. Did I say that already? But yeah. Hopefully there's no issues recording this. So if there isn't, you'll see this, and hopefully a new episode will be coming soon. See you next episode.